Hi, this is the Easter Bundle painting tutorial. My name is Donna. I'm the creator behind Ideas to I Did It with my husband Chris, and today we're going to show you how to paint this laser project. So you can see I'm just starting out by doing the rabbit, and I am a big believer of you don't need to buy every color of the rainbow when it comes to acrylic paint. You can just buy the basics and kind of make your own colors. It gives you some uniqueness and it just stretches your paint a lot further. So I'm doing this bunny in a beige tone. So I've just used some white acrylic paint, and mine's just from the dollar store. And then I'm just putting a drop of a burnt umber, just a dark brown in it to give me the beige that I like. Now, obviously you can paint these bunnies whatever color you'd like. So I'm just going to do a base coat over the front of the bunny. And this is the piece that goes on top. And on the legs, I know they're going to be shadowed because they're lower than the chest piece. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the darker brown just to start to create some interest in the paint. And I'm just using probably a medium-ish round brush to do this. I do most of my painting with this medium round brush and with a liner brush that we'll use a bit later on. So here I'm just trying to create some interest. When I do my paint colors, I'm never looking for just one uniform color. I like it if there's some variation in the color. I just find it gives some interest. So you can see I've base coated that top piece, and now I'm going to base coat on the back piece, the spots that you're going to see. So that's going to be the back legs and feet. And again, these are further back, so they'd be a darker color. So I'm just putting a bit more of the brown in there. And I'll just lay that down. You can see I'm putting the beige down, and then I just put a drop of brown in it to darken it up. I'm really loose with my painting. I find it really just adds a lot of interest and whimsy to the paint. So don't be too concerned about getting everything just so and it all matches. You don't need to. It's totally fine. So I just put the top piece on every now and again to make sure I'm covering what I need. And now I'm going to move on to the ears. And again, I don't run out and buy a pink paint because I can just make my own. So I just used red in a bit of white. So literally it was like one drop of the red into the white to get this kind of like medium to darkish pink color. But again, use whatever you want. If you want to buy pink, go for it. But you can use any color. And here, you'll notice here, I'm really trying to not make this one color. I'm adding some of the white to the edge because I know that's where there's going to be a lighter color naturally. So I'm just trying to create that interest with every layer that I paint. So I just painted the insides there, and you'll see I'm just doing a quick test to make sure I've covered everything. I have. So now we'll just let that dry. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up that edge. I got a little bit of the dark on that lighter spot, so I'm just going in and cleaning that up. And the great thing with acrylic paint is it's super forgiving. If you make a mistake, you can either wipe it off with a wet brush, or if that doesn't work, you can let it dry and then just repaint it. It's super forgiving. This is supposed to just be fun, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. So this is the muzzle piece. So I'm doing that in the same beigey color, maybe a little bit more light, a little bit more white added to it, but it's essentially the same color. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them below, or you can go on our social media or our website, ideas2idit.com, and reach out to us that way. I'm happy to help. Painting is something that I absolutely love to do. I've been doing it for many, many years, and I absolutely love teaching people how I like to paint. And so here I'm doing this one, the bow in blue, and I'm doing this more of a blue boy bunny, we'll say. And so I've just put my blue down, and now I'm just going to bring in some of that white to get a lighter tone of the blue along the edge. I want the darker blue to stay towards that middle because that's where they're all pleated and it would be the darkest. And then I'll put that lighter blue over the tie of the bow. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. And you could do this any color you want. I'll show you at the end. I've also done the same rabbit with the bow and the sign with pink details. So I really hope when you're painting that you give these different methods a try, where you're really kind of free and loose with it, and you just are really working on shadows. It makes a really fun way to paint. So here we've got our carrots, and these are super simple. All I'm taking is a leafy green color and watering down that paint, so it's acting more as a stain on the wood. And I'm doing the green tops. And again, the carrots are layered, so I don't have to worry about painting the bottom part orange, because it's going to be covered by the second piece that we'll get to in just a minute. So yeah, if you add water to acrylic paint, you can thin it out and it'll become like a stain. And so this is staining the wood, so you can still see the wood grain through it, and it really creates a nice effect. This is something I do in pretty much everything that I paint. I really do like the feel of the wood coming through. So here I'm just taking orange again, and so it's watered down orange paint. And here I'm just trying to keep some of the darkness to one side, just to create some interest and to give it some shape. These turned out really well just on the first go. I didn't even need to go in and do any shadows on them. So you can see there the wood is shining through. And when you're doing like these 3 carrots to use on one project, feel free to use different hues and make some lighter, make some darker. It'll just really add to the interest. Okay, so we're almost done with these. And this is all I do with them, just glue them together. This is such a simple project, and it's so fun. All right, and then the next thing I'm going to do is just paint the nose and the eyes just with a bit of black. So I'm using my liner brush and doing those small areas. If you're not comfortable painting in the small, tighter areas, you could definitely use a paint marker or even a Sharpie for this type of thing. You could do this whole project with paint markers, actually. They're a great tool to use if you're not super comfortable with a paintbrush yet. So I just take my time, and you'll notice I generally will do a couple of passes over an area as opposed to trying to get it done in one coat of paint. I feel it gives more control over the painted areas, and it really does help to create some depth in the color. So we'll just keep going here and finishing this eye. And again, this would be a great place for markers. Okay, and now I'm going to glue it together, and I just use wood glue, and I just put some dabs on and then glue it all together. And then we're going to get into the shadow work, and that's where the magic really starts to show itself. Oh, but before we get there, all I did was take that same blue paint and paint the outline of the Happy Easter sign. Okay, so my video showing how to shadow this didn't film. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Technical error. So I will do another quick run through of how it's done. So I apologize for that. Okay, so we're just going to start with the brown acrylic paint. I'm not going to really need any black in there to darken it because it's going on light. So I'm just going to water down my paint on my liner brush, and I'm going to have my round brush also wet. And so I'm going to come in and go over the spots that would have that shadow, lay down the watered down black paint with my liner brush, and then simply come in and diffuse that edge. So I'll do it again over here so you can see the technique. So watered down brown paint, and then where the shadow would lie, lay that brown paint down. Take your round brush and diffuse that edge. Now for this one, where I shadowed is the back legs because they would be behind, under the front legs because this chest white piece would come out in front. Chose to shadow one side of where the legs meet to show that. I also did some shadow here on the feet where that top of the leg would shadow down onto the foot. And I shadowed under the chin because the muzzle would be out further, as well as the mouth to give that dimension. And I shadowed in the ears, and I used the red color in the ears instead of the brown. So I did red and just a little bit of the brown to give me this color. And I just shadowed, started here in the far corner, laid my color down here, and then just pulled it up and diffused it. It's as simple as that. Okay, and here's the finished project. So you can see this is the blue one, and I've also painted one with the pink accents for you to see as well. So you can see it's super cute. They look great together. If you got more than one, you could definitely do them as a pair. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a fantastic time painting yours, and I love to see it.